Believer of God, I want to share this today. This topic: good father, but not good husband. Believer of God, it doesn't work out. Good father, but not good husband. I want to share my own story because I want to actually speak to a woman today and speak to a man. Let me tell you one thing that you need to understand. Women, you need to understand that there are some men that don't value women. It depends on their mindset, the upbringing. There are some men, they marry to you just because they want a woman to give birth to children. They don't marry to you because they want a wife for the whole life. They marry to you just because they want the fruit of your womb. I need that to be clear to some people today, because some people, they're struggling to hear that. And I'm talking about this because I've seen what is happening in my family-in-law. And I've seen what is happening to another family-in-law that I know. You see, there are some mother-in-law. They are very good. They pretend to love you at the beginning. Once you get married, once you give birth to the number of children that they want, they now try to bring trouble. And you don't even, you look left, you look right, you can't see what is the problem. I want to talk to a woman today. Let me tell you one thing. You didn't do much. They are just trying to find excuse, because there are some family, they don't value women. They see women as strangers. They see women as strangers. And I want to say to somebody, be careful. If you are married to a woman, to a family, where they don't value women, they see you as stranger. That means the man will tell you clearly that he prefers his child more than you, forgetting that you are the one that carried that child. Hey, God. He will say that you think making a child is easy. Making a child is not easy. What do you do to make a child? Do you not just lay on the bed and make a child? A woman will carry 9 months, the baby into her belly 9 months. I want to say congratulations to any man that supports his wife during the pregnancy, because we need a beautiful support for men, valuable men, because there are valuable men outside that call themselves men. But I want to say to a lady, if you are into a relationship where you are actually dealing with a man that undermines you, that wants to overuse his power, the Bible says a man should love his wife and a woman should be submissive. But I want to say to any woman, if you are among those women that the man value the child more than you, if you are unwell, the man will not care. But if it's a child that is well, he will rush the child to the hospital. You see, I went to a live today on TikTok, and I was actually talking. I was just talking to myself, because really the host allowed me to go up, but I said no, I rather stay down and write. And why we were discussing about C-section, because women are going through C-section, through a lot through C-section. And then I was listening to a comment, and there was this wonderful lady that expressed the fact that her husband is a good husband. He really gave us support. And you know, we were so happy. And I was just like, please, I want to share my own story. I wrote in the comment. My man told me that it's okay for a woman to suffer during the pregnancy because it was a punishment from God. So he does not see why he should give compassion to any woman that is actually going through a lot during, that difficult time. Can you imagine somebody saying to you that he's not willing to give you any support because according to God, it was a punishment that was given, so the woman should endure it? And this is a man where you're asking, can you help me, I'm pregnant, I need your support, please take some time from work and just allow me to have you to help me with the things of the house, the children that are there. Say no, when you give birth, I will give you a hand. When you give birth, it's only when you will give birth. So I want to speak to a woman. Can you imagine that a man will tell you that it's only when you will give birth that he will look after you? So my own case, I was overwhelmed. I ended up collapsing one day after picking the clothes outside. And I collapsed and I had a blackout. And then there was no one at home. My phone was at charge when I woke up. I couldn't even reach it. And when the man came back home, I explained to him I was stuck on the sofa. I was in pain. Thank God my children managed to take me upstairs to sleep. And he was there when the children were struggling. He didn't even bother moving from his place to say that, oh, do you need help? And actually, Morning came, the children went to school. He decided also to dress up, went to school. I'm here struggling at home. 9 o'clock, I'm here, I'm hungry, the baby is there, the bed is there. I cannot move, my whole body was painful. This man sending me a message, ten, I will be there for you forever. Is it a joke? Is he attempted? This is something like somebody is attempting to kill somebody, and it's preparing a proof to say that I have good time with my wife. I always texted her when I was at work. Be careful. There are some people that will prepare the case before the case even happened. Before that, I've already had a lot of breathing problem, and I've expressed. I got a lot of breathing problem. I'm struggling. Whenever I walk, I'm struggling to breathe. It's like I'm losing my breath, and my heartbeat was too fast. I said, you need to, take a bit of time off work and help me. No, this man was not listening. Believer of God, you see, in life you need to look for what is right for you. But some men, they are very good at hiding themselves. Somebody will say to me, how did you choose this man? Let me tell you, pregnancy is pregnancy. Because when you meet a man, do you know how he will react during the pregnancy? No. Do you know how he will act? No. For somebody to act like this, it is just like, wow. Let me tell you one thing. I thank God for my life. Because I said to him, it cannot work like that. You met me, I've already got children. And I explained to you what I've been through. You begged me to marry you. And I said, oh, I will speak to my spiritual mother. She was the one who said, oh, when you went to see her, she said, marry him. He's a good husband for you. So actually, I'm going to say to a woman, my Holy Spirit inside me said, no, don't marry this man. But I'm actually said, let me speak to my spiritual mother that encouraged me to marry him. And I went ahead to marry him. That was a big mistake. And I want to say to a woman that is listening to me right now, speak to God. Read the scriptures of Daniel. Go into fasting and prayer when you want God to speak to you. Some of those spiritual mother and spiritual father, they will put you astray. This woman, she put me in the wrong direction. And I'm going to say this to any woman. When I started looking into my husband's family, I realized that my mother-in-law, she has the children of her husband, she's still with her husband, but she has the children of her other children, other boys. Let me tell you, I started asking God, what is happening in this family? The Lord told me that this woman, she's the one bewitching all her sons. They cannot create a relationship with any woman. They don't value woman. They value the children. They just want you to give birth and then they will carry the child away. I said, oh God, please. The Lord spoke to me. Can you imagine? I'm going to jump step. When I gave birth, my husband said, we have to send this child to my mother. I said, is anything wrong? You came and met me. I raised my children. Now, you are telling me that, imagine this setting. I should leave this place like this, that I built for my other children, that they have used that. Now, why on earth I should allow this beautiful child that just came to go to your mother? I was really shocked. I was just like, Father Lord, help me. Am I dreaming? So, am I not sufficient enough to actually look after that child? You made me, I had other children. Oh, my mother will look the children, the children, she has looked after my other children. I said, sorry. You see, what you need to realize is that I met you, you had a woman. I've never met her anywhere. You told me that she died when she was going to Europe. So the child that you said that you have with her, you left it to your mother. And I said, you need to be careful, because it's only in my dream that lady that you had before me came and spoke to me, that she wanted her mother to see her child. I said, you need to be careful. What is your mother doing to stop you to understand that you are a man, you are a mature man, you should take your own responsibility? What is stopping you to take your own responsibility? I want to speak to a man today. You think it's easy to a woman to carry her baby and to give it out to somebody, to your mother. So your mother is so valuable than me that carry that child. So I should not carry my baby or should not raise my child. Listen, I want to speak to a man. I know there are men, that there was a man that came to the life, was so upset for like, women are wicked, women are wicked. For a woman to say that she do not want to do this or that, it takes a lot. But I'm not disputing that there are wicked women outside, because there are wicked men, there should be also wicked women. But until you decide yourself to express what you've been through, then we will not be able to empathize or to say something if we have to say something. But I'm not coming here to judge anybody. I'm just coming here to say to somebody that there are people on this earth that really need God help. There are people that need God help. There are people who are actually outside there. They don't know that they have been manipulated to stop them to build their own family. And I want to speak to someone, a man today. If you are bewitched, ask God for deliverance, because it is not okay for a man to think that I'm giving birth to this woman and I'll give the child away. My mother will raise that child for me. It is not okay, because you don't even have time to value the woman that is in front of you. You will not even have time to love the woman that is in front of you. And I said to him, this woman came into my dream. I never knew her. Now that she came into my dream, why are you stopping the mother of that child when you did not even pay her bride price? You were just living with her. She told me, you did not pay her bride price, so you should give her child. Give her child back to the, you know, I stood for that lady. I said, "Issei, what you're doing today to this lady?" I'm thinking about myself. Women, whatever a man will come and say to you about another lady before you want to marry you, you need to investigate. The mistake I made is that I did not follow what my brother said to me. My brother also said to me, don't marry this man just like that. You were in peace with your children. Because what you are going to do is that you need to investigate to understand why that woman left him. Even if the woman went, as he said, why going to Europe, something happened to her in the days that she passed away. You need to investigate. Let me tell you, I know there are some women that also come and marry a man just because they want what they want. But I want to say to somebody, please, bewitchment is so bad. You could be with a man, you think you're expecting him to love him. He could not love you because of what he ate previously. We will keep talking about this, and I will keep sharing my testimony to bring a good seed to somebody. The Lord wants us to build a family. But I want to say to a woman, if you are in this type of relationship where the man wants your child to be raised by his mother, and you think you are going to save this marriage, you're wasting your time. Because this is not a man who sees himself in the marriage. He came into that marriage to take something and to go. Listen very well. I hope you had some seed of wisdom. May the Lord bless you.